Divine Feminine, how are you doing? I am looking at a Divine Masculine confession. The Divine Masculine is saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I put you through this. I'm sorry that your intuition is so strong. I'm sorry that I was overwhelmed and apprehensive and blocked you out from your destiny. I'm sorry I prevented your light work. I'm sorry I prevented your ascension. I know that you love transcendence and I stood in the way. I know that you're destined for greatness. I know that you're happier in solitude. I know you desire liberation. I stand on my oath to you. I make a choice today to deliver and surrender any lack of truth. I know that I'll need to provide proof that it's you I desire to live with, be one with, be kin with, defend sin with. Yeah? I'm looking at the 9 of Wands, and it shows to me, in line with the other readings over the last few weeks, that the Divine Masculine has built up a really prickly outward expression. So when he communicates with you, he jabs you quite a bit. Like, if you have one conversation with this masculine, then every other sentence there's a little stab that you get a paper cut, or you get pricked with a toothpick. That's what you're getting from this masculine, because he has a lot of prickly issues that have arose from whatever he's been through over the last 3 years. He's still healing from 3 of Swords, and part of his 3 of Swords healing requires him to speak to you and let you know that he's sorry, but he's still really prickly about that. Like, you know when you build up a resistance to the rest of the world and everyone else, and it's like the thorns around the roses. That's what we're looking at here, because there's a real frustration that the masculine has had to get away from. He's away from the frustration, but the only way he got away from the frustration was being really, really prickly, really icy, really cold, taking sharp shots and jabs at other people. You know when you get backhanded compliments and that someone just knocks you down all the time? You could have been in a situation when you separated from the masculine where he deliberately, he was a sharp shooter. He would hit you with mean ideas or negative senses of self. He would just tear you down, but in really quick, light ways. But you're highly intuitive and you know that that's not normal. And you can tell that you're just kind of being mugged off, spoken down to. You're being belittled, you're being berated, you're being mugged off. Right? He's acting really muggy. That's not the masculine you know. You understand that's not the masculine you know, but you also understand the masculine isn't opening up and speaking about what's making him behave in this way. So you're left with no other option just to move forward on your own and manage your own emotions. The funny thing about this is the masculine is looking at you as a guide on how to move forward and do it on his own, as you do it on your own. Because now this is diving into a masculine and feminine reading, but it started with the masculine confessing apologies to the feminine, but now it's going, right, masculine and feminine, both of you have a brand new beginning. Ace of Pentacles. You're both taking a risk with the Fool card, and you both have really deep emotions with the Queen of Cups. That's not one-sided energy. Both of you have deep emotions, followed by the Ace of Cups. The fact that you have mirroring vibration means that the Ace of Cups is overflowing. There is so much love between the both of you. Empress is out underneath that. New beginning. New fertility. The Fool is above the Empress. So we're looking at a really powerful duo of risk-taking new beginnings. Then the Ace of Pentacles is above the Ace of Cups. 2 brand new beginnings, emotionally and materially. Then the Queen of Cups is above the Three of Cups. This is a major celebration over emotion. But what came first? The confession, the apology, the surrender. The feminine knows all of this. The masculine knows the feminine knows all of this. Because the feminine is a high priestess. The feminine has grieved some stuff. Grieved this relationship. In my head I'm getting like grieved desperation. You know, you're desperate for a drink, you're desperate for a water, you're desperate for a breath of fresh air. This feminine has been so desperate for this cycle of emotions to be over. The Queen of Cups energy, if untempered and unchecked, is unbearable. The Ace of Cups, if it's just flowing over again and again, it's also unbearable. Because you don't need your cup to overflow. You need your cup to be at the right level, and it couldn't ever get to the right level because the Three of Swords is present with the apology. And there was no apology, no clarity coming for the Divine Feminine. Nine of Cups is now out with the Ten of Pentacles. What did I say when I was channeling about that happy home, that kin? The Nine of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles underneath each other, masculine and feminine really, really desire the exact same thing. And they're in the exact same place in their lives. But both of them are holding on to Four of Pentacles, everything they have, everything they've built independently. Not only that, Five of Wands underneath the Ace, underneath every single new beginning, which is the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, Five of Wands, conflict over this new beginning. King of Pentacles underneath the Fool and the Empress as well. Clearly talking about this material new beginning. This house, this home, this hearth, this money. We're looking at house, money, love, home, finer things in life, luxuries, budgeting, money, finance, holding on to wealth, holding on to heart, holding on to healing, holding on to past regrets, trying to let them go, conflict with other people. When you're going through shit, you will see the dark energies that come towards you and try to ruin your life in that window of time. People prey on your weakness. When I finally surrendered and thought I was getting better, and I was like healing from all my grief and stuff, you really realize who you're open to and how people can prey on your weaknesses and use it against you and make you look weak or play your vulnerabilities against you. Sometimes people are all too happy to offer a helping hand in a way in which it makes them feel good, makes them look better. And that's not a bad thing. I'm a healer. I like to heal people. I like to help. Helping people makes me feel good inside. But sometimes people don't really help you for you. They help you for them, because they needed to feel something from you in that now moment. People can still take from your energy by whilst giving you something. I'm here to give you this, I'm here to give you that, and then they're walking away having a gossip about how much they've helped you. You didn't once ask for their help. You actually told them, I don't need that and I don't want that, but they continued to pile it on because they needed to feel a sense of worth. So while your worthy list is low, they can prey on you and give you stuff that makes them feel like they have a sense of self, which they can tell other people that they've used to help you. Now they feel empowered about who they are by once again infringing their need to give or overdo or, in their ideology, fix you, heal you, be something to you that you never asked them to be. Then you're burdened by it. You don't understand why. And that energy every time they're around you is always negative and not good. Dark triad energy we speak about, dark triad personality styles, narcissistic parenting styles, narcissistic energies full stop, right? Energies that rub up against you in the worst of ways. Auras that don't make you feel good. People that continue to do stuff when you told them not to. If you really loved me, you would listen when I told you, I don't need that, I don't want that, and I don't need you to do that, but you still done it anyway. That means you've done it for you and not for me. And I'm in a really dark place and you think you giving to me is helping, but I've made it clear what I want. If you could listen to me, that would be a start in our relationship. Listening. Yeah? That's all it takes sometimes, listen. Thank you. You know? But no, that didn't happen. So feminine, you went on and you kept manifesting by yourself. Temperance is out, yeah. And you balanced out this energy by yourself. Do you know what I've really discovered on my own journey, right? Six of Pentacles out and Four of Swords out. This is exactly what I'm about to speak on. How funny. Listen to this. What I've really learned is Sometimes people will never give you the closure you need. Sometimes you'll never have the conversations you need to have. Sometimes you'll never hear that lover, that boyfriend, that girlfriend, that ex, that husband and wife, that person you're separated from, that family member, that you'll never hear them tell you what you want. They'll never, ever give you what you need. You need to find it inside yourself. You need to use your own brain and your own psyche to heal and analyze that. Why is there so many twin flame readers on the platform? Why is there so much tarot out all around the world and on YouTube? And why have I got channeled messages on my Her 7D Consciousness channel, which is available at the top of this page, renamed recently? Feel free to go and check that out. But why do I do all these affirmations? Why do I always say all these positive things? Because we have to find it within ourselves sometimes. What I see here in the cards is, feminine, you have healed yourself and manifested the life you want through affirmation, through word, by yourself. Because how else are you going to get it? If this person isn't showing up and apologizing, speaking their truth, they're in heartbreak, they can't meet your vibration, who can meet your vibration? I bet you know one person in this world that will always meet your vibration. Hit me in the comments, let me know who it is. There's only one person in this world that you can 100% guarantee any day of the week they're going to show up and meet you with the exact same vibration you have. Who is it? Tell me. Let me know. Let me know you're out there receiving me, please. There's only one person. That person is the closest person to you and knows you very well. We can call that person two things. You can look at this in two ways. I'll leave that up to you. I'm not even going to ruin it. And the truth of the matter is with that, the moment that that person and you speak to each other, look at each other, understand your alignment to self, can you move forward and create? That's why we have affirmations. That's why we channel and we do meditative stuff. We meditate, we be mindful, we do well-being. Because it fixes the psychological confusion that stems from the outward energy that's not fulfilling you in some kind of way. It's not about ideologies of self-love and grandiose ideologies of narcissism or anything like that from a toxic standpoint. It's you need to fill yourself up with love so you can keep going. And depending on where you're at in the psyche and how your neurodiversity works, you need something that complements you. And you complement you incredibly well. Right? You need to tell yourself the stuff that you need to hear to lift you up. Not everyone likes affirmations. Some people have mocked me and outrightly taken the piss out of me for using affirmations. But when you come from a background of psychological abuse and emotional abuse and a lot of neglect, you pick up habits that help you be okay and cope. Coping mechanisms are real. The hermitologist needs to cope with reality and my clairvoyance gifts and abilities and my empathy. Otherwise, I'm going to be really low and depressive and shut down, and no one out there can provide me with what I need. I need to do that for myself. I need to look to God, Jesus, the mirror. Talk to me, find myself internally to resolve this issue externally. Locus of control. Google locus of control. Understand how belief systems fluctuate from believing in other versus believing in yourself. Decide where you stand on the locus of control and continue to feed yourself whatever you need to be vibrant, rich, positive, whole, right? Introvert, extrovert as well. Some people need to be introvert. Spend time alone to thrive. Others need to be around other people to feel alive, to feel something, right? There's no judgment. I often do judge the extrovert because I'm not like that, right? But some people need to be around people to feel okay. They need to be in a hustle and bustle and busy energy to feel okay. Others need to be with no one to feel okay. Where are you on the spectrum of that? Some people are ambivert, bounce between the two. In career, I'm more extroverted. If I'm working, I want to be the leader in the environment and I want to manage everything that's going on. And I like when it's crazy and there's 80 to 90 individuals that I've got to manage and 20 staff and 80 young people and I've got to do this and that. I've got 100 different jobs to do in one day and I've got to go here, there, everywhere. I've got to manage timing for this and this and this. I've got to do registers, headcount, timing, budgeting, finance, risk assessment, safety checks, blah, 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 blah. That's neuro in me. Throw it all in my face, please. More. That's me. That's how I thrive in an extroverted environment. But in my personal life, hermit. I won't speak. I just want silence. I want to be alone. I just want to sit there in stillness. I want to have a salt bath. I want to have a nice healing chakra shower. And I just want to surrender to the now. Thank you. Choose between the two. That's what you've been doing, feminine. That's what's gorgeous, because that's what's keeping you alive, and that's what's keeping you afloat, and that's what's inspiring the masculine to keep on going, you know? And that's what's teaching the masculine to evolve. And when we talk about masculine over here, I hope that you guys always have the ability to internalize that masculine within you. Because as much as I'm talking about feminine now, you are also masculine in energy, in chi, yin and yang. So make sure you understand your more masculine traits and how they are important to evolve. That's not transitioning, that's not changing gender or sex. That's about you standing in your power, being strong as you are. Gender removed from the table, but energy really significant here. Yeah? I see long-term commitment coming in here. 7 of Pentacles, Hierophant, yeah? Wrapped next to a 7 as well. There's been a lot of lies about this as well. Like, so that's what the apology was for at the beginning. How we started at the beginning is really significant. Maybe go back and listen to that again, okay? Because at the end of this, just go back and recap on what the masculine said at the beginning, because that was just a channeled message coming in after seeing the preliminary cards. And it's really talking about how both you and the masculine are clairvoyant, gifted spiritually. You can feel what's going on. So you could feel that this 9 of Cups, this Ace of Cups was really flowing into you as the Empress. But there was no honesty about that, and this new beginning was blocked. But you were being caressed. You were being loved on. You were being serenaded. You were being soaked in joy and love. The love was spilling out all over the place and being given to you, but you were blocked away from this because of some other stuff that had happened. Once again, I see cheating, options, loads of different dating partners. So maybe you wasn't the first picked of being dated. This person could have been dating multiple women, sleeping around with multiple women, maybe involved in some third-party orgy-style situations, confused about a lover, wrapped in cheating scandal, which has been the last story we heard over here as well. But there's been a lot of clarity coming forward after heartbreak, because whatever this situation was that played out could even be a threesome gone wrong kind of energy, or someone trying to have a threesome and it went wrong. Someone kind of ended up blocking someone, closing out an old cycle, and things not working out, and it turning it into something that was too hard to resolve, too much water under the bridge, too many feelings that could never see the light of day. And that ended with 2 people walking away from each other and refusing to really speak about how they were feeling at the time. And the Devil card's out here with still emotions being really opened up. Someone really opened up, feminine. I think that was you. You opened up to the ending of this connection and you moved on. Like, whatever's happened here, feminine, you've moved on, and emotionally you've become the Emperor. The more that you move on and do you, the more powerful you become. The cards, you just get sexier and sexier with the increase in vibration. You're getting hotter and hotter, feminine. You're getting sexier and sexier. You're getting more and more powerful, because you're manifesting uniquely for yourself. And this masculine vibration that's drawing towards you, it is like the only trajectory forward is you, because of the power of your vibration. Like, you're in absolute high vibrational love language is what I want to say, because it's just more than anything else here, your love language is speaking out. And what's happening here is it's attracting all you need, which is someone else who knows how to speak your tongue, someone else who knows how to speak your language. 4 of Wands, 7 of Wands, yeah, that you have committed to in the past. A lack of fulfillment, a lack of communication, worrying about saying too much or not enough. You've been blocked off from the relationship that you want, speaking up on social media, speaking up face to face, speaking up on dates, speaking up emotionally, speaking up about what you want sexually. You haven't been speaking up in the past in some areas, but you've internalized it and started to grow from it yourself, and your growth rate is obviously working for you, because now you're giving equally to all the relationships that you're in. There's this passionate new beginning where you don't have to be independent or should I say codependent, because you're still independent, but you don't have to be a total independent. You can open up and give equally to another person without losing yourself, is the point. In the past, you've questioned your independence in relationships. I don't want to commit, I don't want to go in, I don't want to risk it, I'm not changing who I am. But that's because you always limited your tongue. You always limited your speech. You pulled back from over-giving. But what you've done now, which is so beautiful and healing, is you've gone, no, I'm going to keep giving, I'm going to keep loving, I'm going to keep being positive, and I'm going to keep speaking my truth, and eventually I'm going to find someone who knows how to receive what I'm saying all the time consistently. And if they don't, then I'm not for them. And if I keep being alone and the alien here, then I will. Because at the end of the day, someone is out there for me. Of course they are. So let me move towards that. I'm passionate about what I'm doing, and I'm independent and strong on my own, and I'll keep going until someone can meet me in line with that and give equally to me. And guess what? That's done. As a result, you are moving towards what looks like a long-term commitment, true love and joy, you being who you are every day, and not having to hide and hold back from who you are. Because you've taken a risk that most people would never take in their life, is to stand in the light and be entirely you, and not rest until you find someone who can treat you right. And you haven't hid in the shadows, and you haven't waited for a magical fairy tale. You've worked incredibly hard to remove lies and deceit and stagnancy from your life, and you've gone towards healing your 10 of cups, the emotional fulfillment you want in your life. You've walked away from fake offers of love and limiting self-construct about what you can have in this lifetime, and you've passionately started a new beginning, and you've moved all of that negative resistance energy out of the way and all that defeatist, pessimistic self-talk, and you said, no, I'm going to start small, I'm going to have a new beginning, I'm going to be sexy, I'm going to be powerful, I'm going to make sure I don't attract any bullshit from the past, I don't need third-party situations, I need a loving masculine who is not afraid to take a risk towards me, and actually wouldn't even see me as a risk, would see me as the power move, would see me as the right way to go in this. I'm moving away from cold, obnoxious men who are misogynistic, who don't know how to love and talk to me. I'm moving away from karmic third-party situations where men look at me like I'm the option, or fill me up with love and abundance, but really have another woman and are cheating secretly, or are just playing games with my emotions while they're in a relationship. And I'm moving away from someone who doesn't want to put all their emotions on the table, but they have it to give, but they're holding back from me. So now I'm building the life that I want for myself, and I'm not worrying anymore. I'm cutting through the bullshit. I see you blocking people, deleting people, changing your social media, making sure that any Three of Swords energy doesn't find you. Yeah, because you're getting what you wish for. You're stay away. Keep staying away from whoever those people are, or whatever that energy is. I see you moving away from like maybe 2 exes that you used to date and kind of sleep with now and then, something like that. 2 friends or 2 exes. You're just keeping them away. Like you've just swerved them entirely. You may have blocked them as well. Social media, you've just kind of blocked their accounts, muted them, just made sure you don't see any of their shit. You don't need it. Yeah, there are potentially people watching you that do have, or at least one person that's still watching you in love with you, but you've already taken a risk and you've already started your new beginning. And you are the empress in this, again, like we see. So trust your intuition. You know what you deserve. If the energy feels good and loving and kind, you can move towards that. If someone makes you feel like you have to be cold in conversation, cold and cutting in text messages, you can't be open and loving, you can't speak your truth, that's not for you. The worst thing you could ever go through in a relationship is where someone, even not even being in your life, strips you of your independence, strips you of your confidence, strips you of your throat chakra, because you feel like you can't even have an honest conversation with them about what's going on. And you know what's going on. If you're a high priestess, if you're clairvoyant, if you're gifted and you know who you are and what you're doing, and you know that you know stuff that you shouldn't know, but you can't even speak on that and own that truth, you've got to weave around the topics because other people want to lie and be passive and hold tension in their chakras. Walk away. If the energy feels bad, walk away. If someone's going to be a negative vibration in your reality, just leave it. Move away. You are highly sensitive for a reason. You are gifted for a reason. Sometimes you know things other people don't know. You're clairvoyant. You've got different clear senses. You're clairaudient, clear sensing, clear smelling, clear feeling, clear cognizant, clear empathy, whatever it is. When you feel it and the energy ain't good, just swerve it. Don't waste your time. There's no point wasting your time. If it don't feel good and it's triggering your chakras, just walk away. Oh, I love this person so much though. Okay. So you love this person enough to be in trauma for the next 4 months. Is that what you're saying? The next 2 years are going to be full of trauma and burdens if you hold on to this person who's not going to show up and do anything. Do you want the next 2 weeks to be depressive or positive? Because if you hold on to this lower vibration that this person brings into your reality, you're just going to feel like shit. And yeah, it's selfish and whatever, but you've got a life to live. You're manifesting the life that you want. So, yeah, it's not about having to step on eggshells, but actually, let's fucking sweep all the eggshells up so there's no more eggshells on the fucking floor. Yeah? Because we use the phrase, walking on eggshells. Has anyone decided to ever clean up the fucking eggshells? Because everyone's walking on eggshells here, and you don't want to walk on eggshells in the conversation. Let's remove the eggshells. Yeah? Let's take the elephant in the middle of the room, right? And put it back in the fucking wild where it belongs, shall we? That way we haven't got to have these stupid conversations, full stop. Let's think outside the box here, considering we are new age beings who are clairvoyant and clairsentient and gifted. Because in the past, there's been a lot of lies about your happiness. What really, really makes you happy. And that's blocked your blessings in your new beginning, right? There are times in life, and I'll be honest about my situation as well, I really fucked up in life. I say that all the time. But sometimes I really fuck up because I have a big heart. I have a lot to say. I see what's going on. I know more than I should. And I pacify people so much by not speaking up. And obviously, there's a lot of books out there, and a book that I love really very much, like the Highly Sensitive book, which has got loads of Christian scripture in it. And I think it's like by Caroline Brown or something like that. I'll post it in the community feed at some point over the next week. So keep an eye on the community posts. But it's a situation of you don't want to be a burden to anyone else with what you know and see. But you've had that sight and vision for a reason, and we all work differently. And actually, if you are high functioning and you're working differently and you're seeing things clairvoyantly, you need to be around people you can own that reality with, because it's not a joke, it's who you are. So if you know you can't have that open conversation with someone because of your clairvoyance, I had a dream and I saw this and I believe that it's coming true. My dreams and visions are important to me. My intuitive, empathic feelings are important to me. If I'm around people that can't receive that, and you feel like I'm being obnoxious to even desire to release that side of myself openly, then actually I'll rather remove myself. I'll get out of the way, because I can't keep a dynamic going with you whereby I'm limited by my truest sense of self. I need to be me. I'm so sorry that I'm me, you know what I mean? Like, I get what that does for everyone else, because not everyone else is functioning this way. I'm so sorry again that I'm programmed this way, where I clairvoyantly see and I intuitively know, and without the tarot I know. I've just looked at you and I've seen your aura and I know now. Empathically I know. In a dream, in a vision, I know. I'm gifted and I know, and I'm really sorry that I'm not like the rest of you. I don't sit on shadow. I don't sit on my laurels. I don't let my chakras fill up with trauma and weigh me down for a fucking eternity. I let it go. I transmute it. I'm so fucking sorry. I am. All I can keep saying over and over again is I'm so sorry that I'm me. And it's annoying to keep apologizing for being me, but in a society like today, where everyone around me isn't like me, I'll continue to apologize, but I'll continue to move forward and be me. And as I do that, if that's an impact on you in any way whatsoever, and you feel burdened or feel a sense of shadow that I'm bringing over you, because I've seen your demon looking at me. Imagine I've looked at your aura. Oh, you got a demon there. Your demon's talking again. Should I tell you what your demon just said to me? Oh, you don't want to deal with your demons. Oh, you don't want to deal with your shadow. Oh, you don't want to deal with your dark night of the soul. But actually it involves me, because now I've seen it, and actually it's connected to my life. And if we're going to be friends or cool or in a relationship or get together, and you see that demon, we're going to have to look at it. Oh, you don't want to look at it. Okay, let me get the fuck out the way then. We don't need to speak again. I'll go it alone, because you see that demon there? That can't get in the bed with me. You see that demon there? I don't want to see that demon at the pub when I'm eating next week. Yeah? I don't want that demon at the bar when I'm getting drinks. So if you want to drop that demon off before you meet me for dinner, let me know. Otherwise, I'm not coming to dinner. Yeah? Unfortunately, this is the new world. This is a new reality where a lot of clairvoyant beings are going to refuse to deny the reality. Why this is significant? Because I haven't put any pieces out on the new world order yet. and the conspiracy around that, and how scary that is, because I talk about the new world really openly, but that's because we're all going into the new world, anyone who's conscious enough to see it, and the conspiracy and the new world order will exist, and we all have to take a position to protect ourselves more than ever. Hence why I'm doing all the things I'm doing. It's not a rebellion, it's not against the new world, it's just an acknowledgement that the new world is here, and the conspiracies will continue to spiral out across different networks and different higher level orders, and actually I'm just going to try and find stable ground so I can live healthily here, transparently here, positively here. If this is the time where all the new world order are really getting together at the top of the chain, then that's probably best I come out and be as transparent as possible now, so I can have a really healthy love and light, healing vibration around me for the rest of my life. Otherwise we're going to be trapped with dark dementors everywhere, trapped to other people's technology, other people's negative mindsets. I'm not sitting down like a muggle living a really shit life, being a debt slave forever. Fuck no. Fuck no. And you can look at me like I'm an absolute weirdo in any way you need to, because at least I've got liberation. My chakras matter to me. Chakras matter. Yeah? Every chakra matters. Yeah? Fucking hell. That's how we're going to leave it. Every chakra matters. So if your chakras are affected in any situation and it can't easily be resolved, move out the way. My chakras need to stay clean. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to spend my afternoon with someone who's not once cleaned their chakras. I'm not going to do it. Because I'm not fucking suicidal and I'm not mentally deranged to spend my time having dirty chakra conversations for an afternoon. No, I don't want to go to brunch with a bunch of chakras that are muddy. No, it's not for me. Because unfortunately, beyond the exterior and the materialism, I sense and feel multiple layers beneath the surface. The chakras are probably the most truest vibration that I receive day to day. So you're talking away to me. We're all having a great conversation. But the truth of the matter, your chakras saw me first. Your chakras started speaking up first. Maybe your ancestors pulled up as well before you did and told me something. Maybe a spirit guide actually pulled up a week before I even met you and told me what was going on. Unfortunately, that's who I am and that's how gifted I am. It's unfortunate as fuck. But that's who I am, and I'm not going to deny it, because actually, guess what? One thing that we should all probably know. We're allowed to be who we are, you know. If we're not breaking any laws, we're allowed to be us. I'm not doing anything illegal or criminally. I desire to live a healthy, prosperous life through positive psychology and human flourishing. I choose to align to ecological well-being. That's all I desire. I desire to have clean chakras and a healthy life, and I want to be a healthy humanitarian that stands for community and positive community impact and evolution for everyone on the planet in their own unique ways. That's it. It's not a crime, is it? So I'm sorry if I come off a little bit rude and harsh, but I mean, that chakra nearly slapped me in the face, and your fucking dementor from 12 years ago when you didn't deal with that trauma is now looking at me like it wants to suck on my fucking neck. So don't mind me if I choose not to show up, right? Love and light, guys. Bear that in mind. Share your comments and experiences in the comment section, and feel free to go over to Hermitology Me, where we discuss a lot of these concepts in a little bit more depth. No tarot, just a real talk. Yeah? Love and light.